What's good, YouTube? We're out here today doing a little cooking. You know, we're gonna make a little bit of this Southwest chicken casserole, okay? So we're gonna start off with a little cutlets, okay? We're gonna pull the tendons out. We're gonna mix up a little salsa with some corn, a little chilies, a little garlic, a little salsa we got in the fridge, okay? And then we're gonna mix it all together, put it in the oven, okay? Stay tuned. Okay, so whenever I make a chicken dish, me and my wife, we typically like to go with the tenderloins. Really, you know, they're a little bit smaller, but you know, they don't have a lot of fat and trimmings that you need to get off of them. The only really tricky part is these little tendons they got in them. So we've got a little trick to help get all those out, so you're not eating tenderloins or these tendons in your chicken. So what you do is you get your fork and you'll stick it right there in between, and then you'll grab the other side with a paper towel so your fingers don't slip off. I'm not sure how well you can see this here, but essentially you're just gonna use that fork to I'm sorry, it's kind of getting hard for me to grab this, but you're gonna just pull that tendon right out of there with your fork, okay? And we're just gonna do that on all these, and then we'll start putting everything together. Okay, so now we're gonna take some of this chicken. We're gonna lay it down in our pan here. That way, you know, once we get everything else ready, and we can just throw it all on top here and get ready to throw it in the oven. But just to let you see what I'm doing here, it's nothing too complicated. But you know, we're just laying it down in there flat. Okay, we're gonna just lay it down like that. And then we're gonna put our salsa right over top of it. Zaga! There it is. We got some little bit of cilantro, a little bit of red bell peppers, some chilies. You know, all of the necessities. Okay, gang. So what we got going on here? We got a little spice go on top of this chicken, give the chicken a little bit of flavor. So what we got here? We got a little bit of cumin, garlic salt, a little salt and pepper. Okay. And then now we're about to put in our little mixture over here, okay? And then put some cheese on top, and then it's gonna go in the oven. Okay, gang, so now, time for the cheese. Now this is the most critical part, okay? So I had a person once tell me, my friend Teddy, actually, he told me, you know, if something don't taste right, it's because you didn't put enough cheese on it. So, you know, we're gonna cover the whole top of this in cheese, okay? Just right like this. Let you have a good look at what we're working with here, okay? Before, after, okay? And yeah, we're just gonna be liberal, real liberal, okay? Liberal parents back at it again, okay? And then we're gonna throw it in the oven, all right? Let this this cheese get all melted and delightful, and it's gonna be in the oven for about 40 to 50 minutes on 350, and then should be done. So we'll see what it looks like when it comes out. Okay, gang, our oven is preheated, so we're gonna have a look at these puppies right before they go in. All right, a little bit better lighting. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna throw them in here for 40 to 50 minutes. All right, we'll go ahead and start our timer. And while that's starting, I'd just like to draw your attention over here to what we got going on here. We're going to be making a little bit of Spanish rice to go along with it, all right? You know, you can't have a Mexican dish, Southwest dish without any rice, okay? So we're going to get working on that, and I'll keep you tuned in. This one's going to be a little bit more interactive, because a little bit more preparations needed, you know, but let's get to it. All right, so I don't currently have all the things that I need. You know, I wasn't really sure I was going to make this Spanish rice before I started, but I didn't get all the stuff for it. I didn't get any V8 juice, but that's one of the perks living next to your mother, is you can just call her whenever you need something. So she's running that up to my house, but while she's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and cut us up a 1/4 cup of onion and get that going because we're gonna throw that in the skillet first with a little bit of garlic and oil. So we're gonna chop this up real quick. And you know, I'm no professional onion chopper. You know, there's a million and one different ways to do it, but you know, I do my best, and it comes out all right every time. So, okay, gang. So we got our oil heating up over here. We got our chopped onion. We're gonna throw that in there. And you know, I've never been one on buying cloves of garlic, just because it's hard to get it all out of there. And why not when you can just go to the store and get you a little thing of garlic like that? Okay, so we got our oil heating up here. It seems to be warm. We're gonna throw this stuff in here, saute it for about 5 minutes or so, and you know, then we'll see where we're at. But they say half a teaspoon equals 1 clove of garlic. So put 1/2, 2/2. You know, a little extra just cause we like garlic around here. And so then we'll throw our onion in there. All right. You know what? We like onion too, so we'll just throw that in there, and we're gonna let these saute up a little bit. But you know, we're gonna mix them around, make sure they get coated with some oil, and we'll see you in a few minutes when we start putting other stuff in here. Okay. Okay, gang. So we just added our rice. I'm sorry I didn't keep you in on that one, but we sauteed all of our onions, okay, and then we let those get nice and soft. And now we're gonna start adding in our veggie juice. Okay, that's what my mother just brought me. Bless her soul. Okay, so we got our little veggie juice. We're gonna put 2 1/4 cups of our broth. Okay. And 1. 2, okay, and call that 1/4. All right. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna stir this around, but first we gotta throw in a little bit of this taco seasoning, okay? And I believe it was a 1.5 tablespoons. I'm not really sure. I gotta check my recipe, but I'll get back to you on that. Okay, gang. So it was a 1.5 teaspoons, and you know, that was what we put on there, taco seasoning wise. But really what we're trying to do here is we're going to bring this rice mixture up to a boil, and then we're going to cover it and let it simmer. And pretty much we're just going to let it simmer all the way up until, you know, we run out of this juice. And hopefully our rice is going to suck it all up. And you know, I don't know how long that'll take. Might take 10 minutes, maybe a little longer, but you know, we still got about 20 minutes left on our enchiladas here, or one of this casserole stuff. And so, you know, stay tuned. We'll be done here shortly. Okay, guys, we just had our rice come up to a boil, and we turned it down a little bit, and we're gonna cover it. And really, you just want it to simmer like that. Keep it nice and warm so that, you know, we're trying to, really what we're doing here is osmosis. For any of you biology people out there, I think this is what we refer to as osmosis, and we're waiting on that water to permeate these cell membranes within the rice, okay? And once they do, it'll be done. It'll be plump, you know. Water goes into the cells, pumps them up, and then that's how we get rice, and it's not so crunchy anymore. So, okay, gang, we're about ready to eat. We got the rice on deck, okay? Got our casseroles out of the oven, and we're about to have a little of that bread. We got 55 minutes on this bread in here, and then we'll be ready to eat that too. And here's the moment you've all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. All for this beautiful woman here, my whole heart.